Hello folks, I'm Dan. Another quick little builder basics for you. And what I wanted to talk about today was how to choose the aircraft that you're going to decide to build and be able to complete, hopefully. I hear questions come up about, well, are component kits available? Can I buy this? Or when's it going to be available and that type of thing. I think the main thing is you have to make the decision for yourself and honestly say, what am I capable of doing? Can I build this from plans? Do I have to have components, kits? Do I have to have a complete kit? Just how do I want to build this aircraft, and what are my abilities, and what am I willing to do to complete the aircraft? We go to an air show or on the internet and looking at the latest and greatest plans. We're looking through Kit Planes magazine and this is the latest and greatest, and we think, boy, we'd really like to build that. We need to honestly look at that and say, what are we capable of doing, and how can we overcome any hurdles that are going to come along with this particular design. It may be the latest design and it fits our needs perfectly. Is the track record of the company, of the manufacturer, is the track record there to be able to deliver those components in a timely manner? Do they have a good enough record and a good enough presence in the industry that they're going to be around for the long haul? Because a build's going to take you 2, 3, 5, 10 years, to complete it. So what's the record of that manufacturer? Are they going to be able to deliver what we expect, or are they going to be able to deliver the support that we as individuals find necessary to complete this project? And there again, that's a personal decision. And I'll look at two different companies, two very different, and I'm not going to name who they are, but if you watch many of my videos, it's not going to be hard to figure out who I'm talking about. One of them's a fairly big manufacturer, has several different designs, very successful, has a really good track record. The other is a design that's been around for a long time. They've only got a couple of offerings as far as models, and a really small operation. The bigger one, new design out that there's been a fair amount of interest in. It's been out for a while now, but we're still not seeing, or at least we're not seeing them advertise the component kits or complete kits for that aircraft. Now, both of these manufacturers offer plans for their planes. You can buy plans, and for me as a scratch builder, either one's a very viable option. There's no proprietary parts in the designs, so I'm pretty confident that I'm going to be able to get the aluminum sheet and the necessary raw materials in whatever form, so that I'm going to be able to go forward and complete those projects, or at least have everything available to me. The problem is when you start ordering component kits, unless they are readily available, there's a really good track record of delivering them, and it's for each individual design and the particular model, is the support out there for them? Are those component kits available? So if you've got a big manufacturer that's got a real good track record and is still producing a bunch of kits that it's had and developed over the years, if it's got several projects that are demanding its time, they may not be investing as much of their resources in developing a new product and upgrading it and getting it into full kit production or component production as they are with just keeping up with the orders and the demand that they already have on previous models. So that's what makes me nervous, even on a big manufacturer, when they develop a new model. Until those kits are in production and we're actually seeing them roll out the door, it makes me real nervous to want to invest my time and money in a project like that may never be fully developed. It may fall by the wayside and not be popular, whatever the case may be, and then it may become a plans only project too. So you want to be cautious of that. If I'm depending on the manufacturer to be providing me with kits and components for it, I'm going to say I'm staying away from it until it's proven that it's going to be out there and readily available in the long haul, because you may spend 8 or 10 years or 12 years building one of these airplanes. So you're going to have to look at the past history of what the manufacturer's been able to supply and how they're going to support their products overall, and decide if something, if it's going to be a viable product in 8 or 10 years from now. The other manufacturer, little tiny manufacturer, only got a couple of models. There again, they offer plans. It's a airplane that if I live long enough, it probably will be on my build table and I'll be working on one of them, because I really, really like the design. from the standpoint of ordering component kits for it, there's no way. The support that I've seen and is absolutely terrible. You know, you guys have waited for years to get component kits, and in reality they're never going to get them. And if they do, maybe they're going to be a good fit, maybe they're not, type of thing, you know. So this is one, like I say, I really like the design, but the only way I would take on that aircraft would be as a plans built airplane project. So even though it's a really nice design and guys are still buying into it, at least occasionally, the perspective that you're going to have to order component kits or complete kits to build that airplane, it's not going to be a good option at all. So those are just things to take into account, and it's just something to think about as you go forward building, because you may start in on a project and think I'm going to be done in 2 years or 3 years, and you know, I can dedicate this much time to it. The reality is life gets in the way. You know, things happen in life that will detour you from basically your hobby project, which is building your airplane. Just things to be aware of, things to be cautious of. Make your choices wisely and pick a project that you're going to be able to complete, and have fun with them. So anyway, I hope that gives you a little bit of something to think about anyway. If you find these helpful, well, you might want to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you hit the bell notification, you'll know when I put out a new video, and any comments or suggestions, leave them for me in the comments section below. And thanks for taking the time to watch.